Wait, but don't forget to wipe that thing off first. Would you like to see a picture of my dear departed Melinda? It's right there on the over the fireplace there. Yeah, be careful. Right next to it's that clock. Melinda always wanted to keep it locked up somewhere. It's a priceless, I mean a priceless antique. Oh, Henry, he likes to go on and on and on. Well, he's undercover again. And the cameras are rolling. We've all got a little movie star in us. Remember, when you hear those sirens, checking post in 5, 424-229-4140. My funny attention getting fiction. That's to get you to pick up your phone and try to call me. And see America's lifelines being hijacked. I've been asking for Flight 93 check. I'm John Melton Brady. Address 4260 Wright Boulevard, right there on my fives here. I've been asking for Flight 93 check of America's lifelines for 9 years. I've yet to get one. And yeah, no certified mail about the 93 checks, about no certified mail about anything. About the Absalom rumor, about my Tommy parables in the evening. Oh, Tommy, the no-armed Chinese fellow, average worker of the Great Wall of Evil. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. 424-229-4140. Post it. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed, you got that in your video. When it doesn't match up to the call log videos, much less my call log records, I'm sure Henry knows folks who can get those. When it doesn't match up, and I got my call log videos of my phone's call log, youtube.com/DNFD SERIES, DNFD series. They don't match up yet. We got PhoneGate, or at least you got an education as to what really goes on. Now, Henry, he never, during his career as a cop, he always hated when it'd be his day off, and there'd come the them latter-day sinners. They've got him on a sales route. His neighborhood. He's watched them preying on folks for PREYING for years and years. And so now that he's retired, he's got time on his hands. And guys, when I say I haven't gotten a Flight 93 check in 9 years of asking, that's a lot of men censorship. That's very easily documented. 151, wow. Hadn't been that low. I think I had like a 90 something. First started. Then after a few weeks or months, it just jumped up. I don't know why, I call this your lifeline. It's an electronic device that, my sugar's real high. I just won't eat, and then won't design the fives or the imagery. Let me show you a little of my imagery you can download from that YouTube, the NFT series. And you can also find it Daffodilia, DAFFODILIA .blogspot.com. All of this imagery has just me in it. That's one of those things that Henry could probably explain better than I can, or at least he can explain his side of the streets, the unseen business. You can call it whatever you want. As I often say, the top of the streets doesn't exist, the bottom of the streets commits fraud. And a lot of things don't always get covered. And Henry does not, he's not doing this to get something for the legal system. He is simply documenting character of these folks from Utah and elsewhere all over the world, to educate them as to their ways, what they do, how they do it, how they prey on the elderly. And Henry has heard part of what he calls the streets, the unseen business, has heard we can't do anything about that, they're Mormons. When they have been in the way of him doing something back in his career or such. So this is just completely street stuff. He's making a nice little documentary, and when it makes the rounds out there, he hopes other cops in his neck of the woods are retired will do the same thing. Put their insight to work, exposing a fraud of a faith that, I've always said this. I always thought it was bad taste placing someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. And it didn't look right, it didn't right. We don't go by names, the fact that Obama grew up in Africa. I heard to be closer to his dad, Osama. But we don't go by that. We go by you not reaching me for 9 years with a Flight 93 check. Make that video, post that video. That's very real stuff. All this other stuff's are fun street fiction. And Henry has a good time explaining what the Mormon missionaries and then the bishop is doing as he conducts his little undercover, sometimes just with his phone. It makes a nice audio. Oh, he knows this good guy at the wherever he was a cop that can take that screen thing off. So you have to just, if you turn your audio maker on and you go to make a call, it disappears. Or you go to take a photo, it disappears, or make a video, it disappears. So Henry knows that this is the case, and that's why he always either has a second phone around, so that if those who are streetwise do that kind of stuff want to have somebody call him up in the middle of that when he's documenting Mormon character. So he answers the phone and it turns off. Well, he's always got that spare, and it's not like he's wearing a wire or something. He's just got his phone there, making that audio, making that video. And he finds they come out of the woodwork when he does stuff like talk about that antique clock of his late wife Matilda. He's going to assemble that documentary. He's going to get to making the rounds. He's going to put it on his YouTube. It'll probably be like my YouTube. Not going to get a whole lot of numbers as far as what you see. I've told folks to make videos of watching a particular video, 100 of them watching the same video, their own homes, and see that it still has only one view. But he's going to do that. He realizes it's not going to make it to the evening news unless, of course, it's supposed to be there, and then he damn sure better be making those videos. So he's doing his documentary, and meanwhile in Utah, the false prophet Manson, That's what I figured. Why? I don't know if he's still around. Maybe it's his son or something. The false prophet Manson is chilling with his homies, his upper level of the Latter-day Center LDS. They're proud of that title. Latter-day Center Church. He's chilling with them, and he says, "Oh, we got to go talk to these folks. They're in from the East Coast." And they start to get up, and Dahmer, one of the upper level, says, "Oh, don't forget, get that thing right there." Maybe they're just kind of some cult following Manson or something, because they can't quite. Oh, they're very readable. Not always with the Yamasa see Hussein at work. But yeah, he wipes off that little swastika thing above his eyes. You know what my attention getting stuff's for? Make that video. You had that call to me. And yeah, the Latter-day Centers have churches and temples all over the place. And the devil insists that they spend 3 hours, 3 long hours, worshiping him in his life each Sunday morning. "Oh, Dad," he says, "if you can't get it done in 1 hour, son, give it up." Yes, I'm Melton, son of a carpenter, Mary. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, Mom, Mary. Yeah. I get to tell parables. This is one of them. And Manson wipes off that swastika. It's just makeup. They do it for some bizarre ritual they have, like praying on little old ladies. Come see me. Let's get started. Building a better world. And yeah, Henry, tell all of the attractive blonde and near blonde girls you might know to come see Melton. Tear Down the Great Wall of Evil has just me in all of this imagery. 19,000 and growing each month. Yeah, that'd be the Great Wall of Evil. That'd be our street fiction. That'd be the good battle of good and bad, huh? That has just me and buildings and my imagery. Tear it down when you see someone other than me with changing eyes right here. We started to build Jesus' Immaculate House. Be a part of that. See, these communities really not just those places you go to on a Sunday or Saturday or another day of the week. Put the best mankind has to inspire the world with in those homes. And yeah, be video pioneers, that's part of it, Henry. You know exactly what they're doing. You know. You make that video of corruption going to the very top of the Latter-day Centers, it's not going to make it to even news. It's our fun street fiction, huh? But we can educate each other as to what zealots. Oh, I finished explaining that? Yeah, I was always bad taste putting someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world, and we all know that Rich Romney guy was part of one of those sham elections. And if you can't reach me by phone, 424-229-4140. If you can't reach vote-truth.blogspot.com and use the voter registration links there to register to vote. Yeah, they placed. They were part of that, and I'm told they have a lot of Muslims on the campuses of Utah, the college campuses, because they have similar values. Religious censorship being one of them. One just takes a very violent approach to that, and the other does what missionaries do when they knock on doors all across America. Takes that subtle, politically correct way of going at things. So maybe, the swastika thing's just some kind of muscle thing. I don't know. But I do know when you make that video of Latter-day Saint missionaries doing what they do, and you put your insight to it, you can educate a lot of folks. Do that. And tell those folks they can download my stuff, or you can't reach it, you've had trouble reaching. 2 DVDs worth of imagery there they can download, including those big 5 they can print out and wallpaper the neighborhood with when the Latter-day Saints are praying. Preying. You'll find something you like in there. Print it out. Come see me in person. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil when you see someone other than me. My changing lives right here. We started building. Be a part of that. And tell me, what does Jesus' Immaculate House need to inspire the future, present to greatness with? Aside from truth about the Mormons and a lot of other stuff. Any good priest or nun will tell you Jesus' house is built on truth. Come see me. Let's get started.